In many cultures, closeness means care. Family members ask personal questions. Friends drop by without notice. Privacy is flexible. But in the United States, personal space is treated very differently. Americans lock their doors. They avoid personal questions. They value distance, even from people they love. Why? Why do Americans care so much about personal space? Why does privacy matter so deeply in American culture? The answer isn't coldness. It isn't selfishness. It's history, values, and a culture built around individual boundaries. In American culture, respecting someone means respecting their boundaries. You don't ask about income. You don't ask about age. You don't ask about family problems. Not because people don't care, but because asking can feel intrusive. In the U.S., privacy equals dignity. If you give someone space, you show respect. If you cross boundaries, even with good intentions, it can feel uncomfortable. This mindset shapes daily behavior. Knock before entering. Ask before touching. Schedule before visiting. Personal space isn't distance. It's politeness. America was built on individualism. From the beginning, people were encouraged to make their own choices, live independently, control their own lives. This value didn't disappear. Over time, independence became more than a goal. It became an identity. Personal space protects that identity. It allows people to think freely, live privately, and exist without explanation. In American culture, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being yourself. In many countries, homes are social spaces. In America, the home is a boundary. Once the door is closed, that space belongs only to the person inside. Unannounced visits are uncommon. Guests are invited, not expected. The phrase "my space" is taken literally. This mindset is why Americans value separate bedrooms, prefer private apartments, feel uncomfortable with shared living. Home is where privacy begins. American respect for personal space starts early. Children are taught to sleep in their own beds, to knock on doors, to express discomfort. Parents encourage kids to say, "I need space. I don't like that. I want privacy." This teaches two lessons. You have boundaries. Others must respect them. By adulthood, this behavior feels natural. Personal space isn't learned later. It's trained from childhood. In tightly connected societies, community provides security. But it also brings judgment. In American culture, privacy offers freedom. Freedom from gossip, expectations, constant observation. When people don't interfere, you are free to live differently. Different beliefs, different lifestyles, different choices. Personal space allows diversity to exist peacefully. American law strongly protects privacy, private property, personal rights, freedom from surveillance. These ideas reinforce cultural behavior. If the law respects privacy, society follows. People expect boundaries and react strongly when they are violated. This legal foundation turns personal space into a right, not just a preference. To outsiders, Americans can seem distant, unfriendly, cold, uninterested, but this is often a misunderstanding. Americans show care differently. They give space. They avoid pressure. They let others decide. What feels like distance is often consideration. What feels like silence is often respect. In the digital age, privacy matters even more. Americans worry about data, surveillance, personal information. This concern comes from the same place, the belief that your life belongs to you. Even online, Boundaries matter. Americans don't value personal space because they dislike people. They value it because they respect individuality. They protect independence. They believe boundaries equal dignity. Personal space is not emotional distance. It's cultural respect. And once you understand that, American behavior makes much more sense.